Well, hello once again. Thought I'd show you something on the table in the carport. What you're looking at there is lacquer thinner. I was having trouble getting the paint off of a couple of items on the Juke, so I said, well, the old paint stripper wouldn't take it off. Oh, I couldn't believe it, so I said, well, I'll just bring it out here and put it in the old lacquer thinner. That'll do it. So it's been sitting here for 3 days. 3 days of sitting in lacquer thinner, and the paint is still on there. I don't know what that paint is. Must be some space age material from the 1960s or something. I don't know. Anyway, I consider this to be a challenge. Well, I'm not having very good luck with that flat chrome piece. I was going to start out the video and show you the buffing and all that jazz. We'll go into that in a minute. So, since I'm not having such hot luck, I decided it's time to get out the old push buttons. We better do something with them. We're starting to lose ground here on time. You'll notice that metal piece on every single one of them is just rusted to pieces. Totally rusty, every single one of them. They have to be soaked in evaporust. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dump the entire bag right down in it and let it sit for, I don't know, a couple days maybe. Let it sit down in there. They'll soak down. They'll be nice and clean when we get them out of there. Well, I gave it my best try with the buffers and the compound, trying to buff, to buff this up and shine this metal up, and it just wouldn't shine. I tried everything, and I sanded it down. It's nice and smooth now, and the decision was made after everything I gave it. There's no sense in boring you guys on all the buffing I was doing. The bench was a mess. It was just, my hands were black with everything. It just wasn't worth the effort. I thought sure it would work, and but then I'm one of these guys that always thinks in reverse. I always think in reverse. This is the other one, by the way. This is the glue on the back, and I got thinking. Let me show you what I was thinking. This is going to be a short video, guys, and I think you're going to appreciate it, though. Alright, being a guy who thinks in reverse from everyone else, it always worked out for me. I always try to think the opposite of what everyone else thinks. Sometimes it comes out crazy, most of the time it doesn't. I was thinking, both of these metal plates are the same shape. Same shape, same everything. If I were to take this one and put it over here, and this one and put it over here, that would be, my reverse logic. That would put the rusted or pitted surface against the wood, leaving the backside out here on both sides. Maybe I can remove the glue and shine up the backside, and that'll work, because it's certainly not going to shine up on the front side. Well, with that in mind, in this glue, I don't know what this glue is, but boy, I'll tell you what, I tried for a couple hours trying to get that glue off of there. I tried alcohol, paint thinner, lacquer thinner. I tried some of that buffing compound with the wheels to buff it off and buff it off. And I said, well, that's it, it won't come off. I didn't want to. This is aluminum, what this is. This is aluminum covered with copper and then chromed over the top of the copper. That's what both of these are. So that idea kind of went down the toilet. And so I got a hold of Brendan. The smartest guy in the world, by the way, is Brendan. And I told him what my problem was. I can't get the glue off. Some of it will come off, very few pieces here and there, but most of the stuff, it just stays. It will not come off. And he said, well, I sent him a video. I showed him what the problem was. And he said, well, have you tried paint thinner on that? I mean, not paint thinner, but paint remover? Paint stripper? So what do you mean paint stripper? I'm thinking to myself, paint stripper? No, I didn't try paint stripper. Paint stripper might remove that cement? Well, I went ahead back out to the shop here and I put the paint stripper on the back of this one right here, and sure enough, the glue just came right off. I couldn't believe it. I let it sit for about 10 minutes. Then just started wiping it with a rag. I had to apply it a couple of times, and the paint, I'm so excited about this. the paint stripper removed the glue like it wasn't even there. I said, I don't believe this. This was fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. So now what I had was a nice smooth surface. It had stains on it from where the glue was, different shades of color. But I didn't care. So then I took out the old Mother's mag and aluminum polish I have. I had a bottle of it. And I started shining with the rag. I just took a rag and my fingers, just an old rag right there, and I just started going back and forth and back and forth. Now let me show you what we got. We've got one done. We still have to do this one here. Ta-da! Who's that handsome devil down there? Yeah! Look at that. Can you believe it? Now there's a couple of light scratches here and there. Do I care? No, I don't care. Let me show you what it looked like. That's what it would be compared to. Is that fantastic or what? Good old Brandon and his paint stripper idea. Fantastic. Until next time, this is John.